Should you learn how to trade penny stocks? No, you should not trade penny stocks. You should not focus any of your time on penny stocks, and I'm going to explain why. Let me first make a couple quick disclaimers though. I get it if you are of the mindset of, I just want to get rich like now. I want to get rich just like 2 hours ago. Get rich quick. If that is your mindset, then you've probably already turned this video off. That is not the type of person, that is not the type of trader that I am talking to, because quite frankly, you're not a trader. You're just a degenerate gambler, and penny stocks will be perfect for you. If you are somebody that says, no, I want to turn this into a reliable source of income, I want to turn this whole financial market into, a side hustle or really a full-time thing where it's bringing in consistent money, then that is the demographic, that is the type of person that I want to talk about and talk to you and show you what exactly is possible. So now that that's out of the way, there's really multiple reasons why you may be saying, well, Clay, I need to trade penny stocks because, and I want to go down to a list. And first off, all those are valid. I can see, and I know probably why you're thinking penny stocks, and it's the reason why I did penny stocks. So I also want you to note that I don't say any of this from a I'm better than you type perspective, because I was a total moron penny stock investor, penny stock trader when I got started. So much so that I thought I was going to get filthy rich on a stainless steel muffler company. But that's a whole nother story. But again, I'm not saying any of this from a, hey, I'm better than you perspective. I'm saying it from a, listen, I've been in the trenches and there are better ways. And the better ways, what I'm going to talk about over here, is relatively new as of the recording of this video within, I'll call it, the past 12 months. So when I got started, I guess a little bit in my defense and perhaps a little bit in your defense if you've been in the market for more than a year and you've been struggling and just kind of inconsistent and you're just trying to figure out a way. Well, this is a new opportunity that's has just been created quite literally, and it is now available to you. But let's go kind of through the reasons why a lot of people do get started in penny stocks and why you may be started. I'm going to compare it to this other avenue that's out there. And at the end, I'll tell you what the avenue is and how you can get started with it. But don't worry, when I say get started with it, I will not be pressing you towards some sort of content that you need to pay for. The content that I will push you to that'll help you get started with this is totally free. So just want to get that up front too. So the first reason why a lot of people are saying, well, I need to do penny stocks is because of this right here. I just don't have a lot of money. And you know what? To be fair, yeah, penny stocks, totally fine. Penny stocks is where a lot of people go because they just don't have a lot of money. But over here, same exact thing. In fact, you can get started for even less money with this other avenue. So it's pretty much a wash, but a slight advantage to this other thing because you could literally get started for $50, $100. Whereas with stocks, usually brokers are like, wait a second, no, you need at least $1,000 to open an account. You need at least some sort of minimum. Now, not all the time, but like I said, pretty much a wash. But this is where the big problem comes into play. And the problem becomes the good old PDT rule. Pattern day trading rule. If you're not sure what that means, all that means is you're only allowed to make certain day trades, a day trade being defined as buying and selling a stock within the same day. You can only do that 3 times per 5-day rolling period. In other words, you can't do it. I mean, that's a joke. It's a total joke. It's a disastrous government regulation, but I won't go into that. Point here being, there's the PDT rule, and you can't go and select this. All the brokers that are based out of the United States, they have to follow that PDT rule, and there's no way around it. Now, there is a way around it where you can there's ways around it. You could technically go offshore, put your money in some other broker that's not regulated in the United States. But I will never, ever recommend anybody take their hard-earned money and put it offshore. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But I'm telling you, there's a better way. Why? Well, here we have, actually, let's do this. Let's use red for this because this is no good. With penny stocks, you have to worry about that pattern day trading rule because they are still stocks. But over here, we have a big, big winner. Why? Because this other avenue has no pattern day trading rule. Let me say that again. This other avenue has no pattern day trading rule. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to go offshore. You don't have to do anything fancy. There just simply is not a pattern day trading rule at all. And that's a great thing. And then the other thing I see is, oh, well, short. Shorting just means you want to make money when prices go down. And I get it. The sales pitch is so fantastic. Oh, all these penny stocks are trash. They all eventually go down. So you just want to short them. Yeah, and that's true. But sometimes they'll go up 500% beforehand, before they go down. And people just get crushed and roasted and all that. And then there's the hidden secret. So there's always this asterisk that gets left out a lot when it comes to shorting penny stocks. Again, meaning making prices when when the stock goes down. And that is, first off, you just have to find shares that are available to short. And even if you can find them, if you can locate them, some trading terminology, the locates on the shares to short, there are ridiculous fees that you have to pay. So I want to short 500 shares. I mean, it is very, very easily to be getting up over $10, $20, $30, $40, $50 in commission because you want to short some sort of penny stock. Why are the commissions so crazy? Because it's highly, highly risky. And any broker that's willing to give you a penny stock to short, they understand that risk. So because they're a for-profit business, right? That's what brokers are. They're going to manage and hedge their risk too. And one way they do that is by throwing on all kinds of fees and charges and all that sort of stuff to help them manage their risk. If you can even find a broker that has to do all that. So again, is it possible? Sure, it's possible. But again, a lot of these things are offshore and it's so complicated. And there's a lot of risk just from the fees offshore. So again, not when it comes to, if you want to make money when prices go down, penny stocks, is it possible? Sure, it's possible. Just like it is possible to do some day trading, but to a very limited extent. When it comes to the shorting, to a very headache-inducing extent. But then over here with our other avenue, no problem at all. You can make money when prices go down. You don't have to pay any extra fees. It's all the same fee structure, which is very low to begin with. And it's just not a big deal at all. It's just part of how it all works. There's not, you don't have to go searching. You don't have to find the locate. Nothing. It's just no big deal. It's kind of just like, yeah, I just went short. That's it. And then the final thing, time. Meaning, well, I have a day job, so I can do penny stocks, but I'll probably need like a phone app because it'll be difficult because the markets are only open for certain hours, and those hours conflict with my 9 to 5 job or whatever. So time, again, penny stock. I mean, there's nothing here. They don't offer any sort of advantage when it comes to any sort of time schedule or anything. This other avenue, though, they're open essentially 24/7. Now, I want to highlight the word essentially. They're closed on Saturdays, and there's little bits and pieces of when they're closed. But for the most part, they are essentially open 24/7. So if you do have, I'm going to put that in quotes again, just to remind you, almost 24/7. But the point being is if you have a day job or you have something that conflicts with the stock market hours, there's this other avenue, the other market, that you can trade after work. You can trade, at night when you can trade whenever you want for the most part. So from a time perspective, easily goes in this favor. So what is this other thing that you can get started for a low amount of money, where there is no pattern day trading rule, where you can short and you don't have to jump through hoops, you don't have to pay extra commissions, you don't have to do any of that, and then it's essentially open 24/7. This is what is known as the futures market. Now, before you go running away, and this is why I want to tell you at the end, the futures, it's not complicated. But the one difference here, and this is what's, like I said, has been created as at the recording of this video within the past year, is micro futures. Because to be fair, up until the micros were created, futures were just not really that viable because the way they function and work, very, very difficult to manage risk, where you could have a small amount of money and then it could just be poof, gone, just like that, because of the way they function. But because of the creation of the micros, that everything has changed in that regard. You may be thinking right now, futures, those are complicated. Now, this is where I want to direct you. Down below, I'll put a link to a totally free class. It's 4 videos long, and I think it's right around 2 hours, but it's going to teach you all about futures. And then within it, you'll also see micro futures. But I mean, first you just have to understand how futures function, stuff like that. And then you'll hear about the micro futures. And then from there, that's going to give you a good launch pad and it's going to at least open your eyes. At least be aware of it. At least give it a chance. That's all I'm saying is before you just go gung-ho with penny stocks and think that's the answer, at least learn about futures because there's no risk. Okay? Asterisk here, being no risk. The class is totally free. So if you go through it, you're like, no, I don't want to do that. Well, at least now you know. At least you can go into the penny stocks. But in all honesty, I think micro futures will be the death of penny stocks. It'll be interesting to watch this video a couple years from now and see if penny stocks are still out there as much as they are. They will always be out there because, like I said, there's that population of degenerate gamblers that they're not here to create a stream of income, right? They're not here this is a side hustle that I want to work hard at, that I have a passion for, so that I can really, create a reliable and consistent stream of income. No, they're not here for that. They're here to, let's have some fun. I don't want to fly out to Las Vegas. I have to pay for a plane ticket. I'm here to gamble, baby. Let's go. So there's always going to be the degenerate gamblers out there. So there will always be some sort of penny stock market. But I think, my opinion, the penny stock market is just going to shrink more and more and more because in my mind, the majority of people that I come across, they do want to take the market serious. They do want to give day trading an actual shot. But it's very hard to give day trading an actual shot when you have that stupid PDT rule out there. But with micro futures, you can actually day trade. Day trade as much as you want, and you can give it a real go. You can give it a try where, sure, I'm not saying you're going to make millions upon millions of dollars, but at least you have a chance to day trade as much as you want, to build strategies and systems that work. And then over time, you can scale upwards and get bigger and bigger. But with the penny stocks, it's just difficult to be a day trader because of that PDT rule. And then you have to things get way, way too complicated. So like I said, all I'm saying is give futures a try. Give the micro futures a try because there's no risk to you other than, we'll call it 2 hours of your time going through the class and learning about them and seeing if it's something that you think fits your interest. And I want to be fair up front. Again, I'm pretty sure no degenerate gamblers are still watching this, but if you are of a degenerate gambler, I want to get rich quick, I want to get rich now, then don't go through the class. You're not going to like it because that's not what they're designed for. They are designed for somebody that wants to actually learn how to become a profitable trader. They want to build a system to create income for themselves. That's what futures are going to be geared towards because that's an actual market. These are based on actual market dynamics, whereas penny stocks are just garbage. And not that I'm saying you can't make money on garbage, but there's just so much better ways, assuming, again, that you want to take all this trading stuff very seriously. So if that's something that you would put yourself in the camp of, I don't think you should learn about how to trade penny stocks. I think you should learn about how to trade futures and specifically the micro futures because that's going to give you so many more advantages over what somebody that's looking to trade penny stocks is going to have. So let me know, are you going through this debate right now? Maybe you've never heard of future or the micro futures before. Let me know in the comment section. I'm always curious where people are at in regards to this battle. Maybe you didn't even know that this battle existed since it is still relatively new as of the recording of this video. But let me know, are you going to at least give futures a try? I'm curious, how many people are actually going to learn about them and at least give them a try? Not saying trade, but give it a try. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you enjoyed the video and you'd like for me to keep making these sorts of, kind of did you know type videos, hit that like button, check out the channel, and hopefully you'd ultimately decide to subscribe. But nothing else, just hit that like button and leave me a comment below. Thanks for watching. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.